So at this point, they would like you to know how to navigate through a spreadsheet, which is kind of helpful, especially if there's something that you want to change and you need to get to it. So there's a couple keyboard commands that are useful. No matter where that active cell is, if you press Control and Home, you always go up to A1. And if you press page down, it kind of takes you a screen full down. And if you press page up, it takes you a screen full up. And you'll notice that the active cell is moving. So if we look at the name box, you can see it's in A29. And then when I press page up, it's in A1. And there is a find command. And typically in a spreadsheet, you're either looking for text that's in a cell, or you can actually go to a cell. Oops, so let's close out of here and actually choose the go to command. So if we want to go to a cell, key in the name of the cell. And the way we refer to cells is by their column letter followed by the row number. It's called a cell reference, column letter row number. So we want to go to L13. So we're going to go ahead and click OK. And you will notice that the active cell moved. And if we look up in the name box, you can see that it is at L13. And now they want us to play around with our arrow keys. And you can see it just goes, that active cell just goes in the direction of the arrow. We already used the Enter key, but they would actually like us to click in the name box now. Type K3 and press Enter, because you can use that as a go-to command as well. Okay, so we could either click on the find arrow and choose go to, or we can use the name box as a go-to command. And we already discussed scrolling. They just want you to know that you can actually scroll. And one thing I should point out is when you do scroll, you are not moving that active cell. Okay, all of the other techniques that we talked about, using the go-to command, using page up or page down, using the arrow keys, all of those move the active cell, but scrolling does not. Now, if your mouse has a wheel, you can use the mouse wheel to scroll as well. So I'm actually pulling my wheel down, and you can see over on the right how that is changing the scroll. And what they would like us to do is press Control and Home. Okay, that takes us back up to A1. Now they didn't talk about Control and End, but it does work. And it's kind of nice because it takes you to the bottom corner of the actual spreadsheet area. So it looks at your last column in your last row and takes you to that corner. So Control and Home takes you to A1. And Control and End takes you to that bottom corner.